Done it since Sunday.
Good news about rice bran is that it works
I
against
did
cholesterol
once.
as well as oat bran.
In the paper?
Number 77, Pauline Hills, Charlie Acosta. 86, Tom Sweeten. Number 90, Matt Hall. We would like number 13, Bill Formosa. Number 20, Justin Reamer. Number 46, Senior Aaron Hall. Number 51, Neil Frankel. Number 64, Greg Flynn. 65, Dave Gettings. 77, John Martin. Number 78, Eric Johnson. Number 80, Chris Camarilla. And the coach for the Wayne Valley Indians, David McMahon. The captains for Wayne Hills, Patriots. Matt Gemma, number 50. Number 90, Mark Lawrence. Number 34, Tom Keating.
Really good.
Wayne Valley, wins the toss.
Happy holidays. So I'm going to count to 3, and when I say 3, we all as loud as we can. Merry Christmas, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Home Alone, Fantasia, The Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, and various Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Be sure to check out their selection of Nintendo games, too, for rent. So when you're looking for a total video store, you're looking for Video Den. 7 convenient locations in North Jersey. There's a Video Den near you. Little Drummer Boy finalist number 10 is Kenneth Reich of 236 Kinnelon Road in Kinnelon, 5.5 years old. Kenneth Reich of Kinnelon. They'll all be with us, all 10 finalists, from a variety of pizzas, hot Italian dishes, hot and cold sandwiches, and lots more. It's Danico's Pizza Cafe for delicious food, tastefully prepared, made fresh daily on the premises. There are stools, booths, and full dining room seating. They also deliver. So why not take a pizza break during your shopping, or bring the family for fine dining any evening? Danico's Pizza Cafe is open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11 on Friday and Saturday, and all day Sunday. Also, Danico's will do an expert job of catering your holiday party. Season's greetings from Danico's Pizza Cafe to all their friends and customers.
We're ready for another rendition of Jingle Bells, except this time we're going to have it from finalists 6 through 10 in this year's Little Miss Christmas contest. And here they are again in their order of appearance. We had Crystal Marion of Butler, Jennifer of Oakland. Are you girls all ready to sing Jingle Bells in just a moment? Do you all know how to sing Jingle Bells? Okay. Now, in your best voices and as loud as you can sing it, we're all going to do it together. I'm going to count to 3, and then I want all you girls to sing Jingle Bells along with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Jingle bells, jingle.
2 rides, 1 horse open sleigh.
Hurry.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on 1 horse open sleigh.
And a half. The Wayne Hills Wayne Valley game will be carried live on WKER. Bill McNear and Rich Sakirka are standing by. Also, all the 10 Little Drummer Boy finalists that we mentioned will be contacted you by the Copper Tree Mall and these fine merchants: Professional Dry Cleaners, Valley National Bank, KG Critters Pet Centers, Shoetown, Mandy, TCBY Yogurt, D.E. Jones Variety, CBS Grand Union, Danico's Pizza Cafe, Video Den, American Woman Fitness Center, American Kids Fitness Funhouse, BG Health Club, Skyline Salary, Cavalier Hair, and Dick Sherman and Tom Evans saying have a good weekend, and we'll be right here next week with the Little Drummer Boy 10 finalists.
It's the game of the century. WKER's Bill McNear and Rich Sakirka will bring you play-by-play broadcast of the long-awaited Serve Sunday Suburban Trends today. Don't miss this great souvenir, Suburban Trends, on top of the championship and on top of North Jersey.
WKER, Thompson Lakes.
Now, Smith. Afternoon, Rich Sakirka, and hello again, everybody, and welcome. The game has just started, Wayne Hills and Wayne Valley, and we're going to try to just capsulate a little bit of it here, and you can hear the crowd, first of all. That's going to be a big factor in this game. Good afternoon once again, and welcome. This is one of the biggest games that WKER has broadcast in years, and boy, what a...
But right now, Wayne Valley forced to punt for a second time. The first time they ran out of punt formation for a first down.
Here's the kick. It's a high spiraling one, and Reamer is calling a fair catch for Wayne Valley down at the 17-yard line. And quickly, Rich, while they trot onto the field, let's talk about the game.
All right, we'll recap what happened. Wayne Valley won the toss and deferred, so they'll have the decision at the second half of what to do. They kicked off. They held Wayne Valley on 3 downs. On 4th down, Seamus Donahue went back to punt, fumbled the snap, got away from the rush, turned upfield, and picked up 20 yards in the first down. But on the second series, Wayne Valley held again, and they'll take over at around their own 16-yard line.
The Indians in their blue and white. And this is an all-Wayne crowd here this afternoon, folks. There are no visitors in this stadium today. Bill Formosa sets up at quarterback. He has Hall in his slot and now in motion. On 1st and 10 from the 20. He hands to Fauerback. Fauerback's got a big hole. He's to the 30. And he's up to the 39-yard line. And a first down on the first play from Simmons for the Indians.
Patented play by the Indian offense. The wingback gets the call, picks up 23 yards, and he's been a star all year long. Fauerback, very quick, hits the hole very quickly, and he was into the secondary before Wayne Hills could react.
Wayne Valley representing the Northern Hills Conference here, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon. Wayne Hills, the North Bergen Interscholastic League, 2 outstanding leagues.
Absolutely, 2 of the best in New Jersey.
Now Formosa will have, once again, Hall and Reamer in a slot, and they send Hall in motion. They have 3 wide receivers. Here's a pitch to Hall around the right side, and he's got to the midfield, and he's down to the 40-yard line. Or he's out to the 50-yard line, I should say. And I think he's got another first down. Rich, Aaron Hall's had a spectacular football season.
He's got 24 touchdowns this year in 10 games as Wayne Valley is 10-0. That time he turned the corner, showed his excellent speed, then put the helmet down and rammed it right into Tom Keating, one of the best players on Wayne Hills, and drove him back 4 or 5 yards for the first down.
Chris Olson was saying, Rich, at the outset he was going to have to control tempo, but right now Wayne Valley seems to have the tempo. First down, here's Fauerback cutting to the inside, and he's going to be ankle tackled on a beautiful defensive play by the Patriots. Number 44, Jay Golsey, was there. Coming into this game, Wayne Hills playing a tough one against Hoboken last Saturday.
They sure did, but they came up big on Hoboken's home turf, 16-14, and got the victory to be here today.
2nd and 9. We'll get some of the other players in as we can. Here is Reamer on his slot plate. He's got to go. He's to the 40, 35, 34-yard line, and another another first down for Wayne Valley, who seems to be controlling the line of scrimmage.
Slot back draw, a little delay that time. It opened wide up. Great blocking at 4-yard line.
1st and 10. They go. This is hole in the backfield. Play action fake for Bill Formosa. He's rolling left, rolling, getting some pursuit. Now throwing it out, and he overthrows the intended receiver, Aaron Hall, down at the 25-yard line. But nice pursuit as Wayne Hills seemed to flush him out of the pocket that time.
Well, there was great coverage in the secondary. Seamus Donahue, Tom Keating, and A.J. Becerra for Wayne Hills.
24 points a game. How's that going to help factor?
Well, both these teams are so evenly matched. I was trying to see where their weakness was. There is no weakness. They match up. They're almost mirror images of each other. And whoever makes the least mistakes will win this game today. That's how closely matched they are.
From the 35, 2nd and 10. Formosa on the long snap now hands the hole. Straight handoff up the middle. He's going to be hit. And he picked up about 2 or 3 yards. Wayne Hills seems to have stiffened here in the last 2 offensive plays for Wayne Valley.
Well, they tried to center the line that time with no going. Mitch Krause is there, 6'3", 265, a senior. And I'll tell you, Wayne Hills is really pumped up. They've been the bridesmaids for so many years in Wayne. Wayne Valley, of course, in the 4th year in a row, they're vying for a state football championship here. The 3rd straight under Dave McMahon, 1 year, the final year of Fred Keel's reign. And for Wayne Hills, it's a whole new experience. So if there's a slight advantage, it's to Wayne Valley. They're on their home field. They've been in this situation before. Wayne Hills hasn't.
3rd down. Here's a pitch to Hall, and now he's going to hand it to Reamer, who fumbles it at the 40, picks it up, and he's going to be hit for a big loss back at the 39-yard line. That play had a very tough getting going as 2 players collided for Wayne Valley.
Oh, it was a reverse all the way, but it had tough going because Jay Goldstein broke through and belted Hall as he was making the handoff, and that caused a fumble. It was picked up again by number 20, Justin Reamer, and by the time he could circle outside, he got belted for a loss of about 7 yards. The Patriots have stiffened. They will get the ball back.
5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter of this championship game. Here is Reamer booting, and then it's a high-tie spiraling kick. Fair catch being signaled at the 10-yard line. That's Tom Keating, number 12 this afternoon. That is Brian Streck. And they go out of the I backfield. And Andy Hughes on 1st down, and he's going to be hit for a loss back to the 5-yard line. He had nowhere to go, and he was just driven back by the Valley defense.
Tim O'Hagan got to meet him up close and personal real quickly as he shot the gap and drove him down inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark his forward progress, so just across the 5, a 5-yard loss on 1st down as Wayne Hills tried to sweep, and Wayne Valley was up to the task.
Rich, what a crowd we have here this afternoon for this contest. What an amazing turnout in Wayne here for this ball game.
They're lined up as far as the eye can see along the fence. I would say easily 10 to 15,000 people here. The game of the century as far as high school football in this area is concerned.
On 2nd down, a handoff. That's the second man through. Tom Keating right up the middle. And he got some of the yardage back, and he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, picked up around the 13-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd and 7. Wayne Hills has to be very careful. The field is a little bit slippery in certain spots, and they were having trouble during the warm-up.
They were. We had heavy rain, of course, during the week, and then it froze up.
No, Rich will have to probably say the same. 3rd and 8. Here is a play-action fake. They're setting up the screen. The pass is caught by Keating to the 10. He's going to be hit right at the 11-yard line by Aaron Hall.
That play was developing, but it was slow to develop because Tim O'Hagan came in and put so much pressure on Zeke that he had to deliver the ball before he wanted to. That allowed the pursuit for Wayne Valley to cross over to the field and make the tackle down around the 10. It'll be 4th down, 11 yards to go for Wayne Hills. They're punting from their own end zone. Seamus Donahue back there to take the snap.
And who better to run back the punt? But here is Donahue, and that ball is partially deflected, Rich. And it's going to roll to the 30, 35, 38-yard line, and that's where it'll stop. And Seamus Donahue now is down on his knees, and the ball is placed at the 38-yard line of Wayne Hills. It's 1st and 10 for the Wayne Valley Indians. And we have some movement, but back in formation. Here is Powerback now on the slot, and Powerback is hit just for a short gain. Chris Olson has said that he was going to prepare his troops this week to really try to stop that inside running game.
And right now they're doing a good job. Early on they had some problems with the reverses and the delays. Right now Matt Gemmel was right there, stepped in the gap, made the tackle. They've adjusted the defensive for them.
Darren Richards split out wide to the right. Number 80 in the game, Chris Camillo, split out wide to the left. On 2nd down, here's a play-action fake by Bill Formosa. He's looking into the end zone, throwing it down, and it's going to be intercepted by Wayne Hills. That's number 7, A.J. Vaccarino, and he's down to the 10-yard line.
Formosa Formosa threw that one up for grabs. His receiver had double coverage front and back, and Vaccarino was in great shape to pick it off in the end zone, then returned it outside the 10-yard line. And Wayne Hill's defense has come up big here on the last two series, preventing threats. 45 Route 23 South in Wayne, and the Wayne office of Coldwell Banker Schlott Realtors, 189 for Dan Ave.
Hand off to Kyle Hughes. Rich on first down. Got outside the 13-yard line, and we'd like to welcome our sponsors to our championship game here this afternoon. The crowd is still continuing to come in off Valley Road as this is an incredible sight. And folks, you're down here and you're listening to us. We appreciate you being with us here this afternoon. It's second down and 7. Play action fake now, and this time the quarterback Sick is going to be hit and dropped back at the 10-yard line. Ryan Sick, Rich, looked like it was a play action play, but then the pocket caved in. One to get here today. Wayne Hills beating Hoboken to advance to this final round. We have no score. We're in the first quarter. Here is quarterback Sick on the rollout. He's going to keep it on the bootleg. He's to the 10, cutting inside 15, and he's going to be hit. And he was stopped right at the 15-yard line. Tim O'Hagan was blitzing, and he got a real head-knocking block from number 40, Hughes that time, and that allowed Sick to get around the corner. It was going to be a pass play, but Sick had no time. He got the block from Hughes and ran around the corner, picked up 4 yards, and they got a punt again. So the busiest person on the field today has been Seamus Donahue. This is going to be his 4th punt, and we're late in the first quarter, 26 seconds to go. Two of the best punt receivers back, Mark Sauerbach and Justin Raymer. End-over-end kick, and that ball is going to sail out of bounds, and we'll have to see where they mark the ball, and it's going to be marked right at the 40-yard line. So again, Wayne Hills not able to get the ball into Valley territory, enabling Wayne Valley once again good field position. Well, there's only so many to talk about this football game and heard different things, but boy, once it comes to the field, that's where statements are made. Bill Formosa is rolling right, and he throws off his back foot down, and he was looking for Reamer at the 18-yard line, and it goes incomplete. Reamer slipped out of the backfield that time, was able to get into the flat, but Formosa seemed to throw the ball off his back foot. Well, that's because they had, again, good pressure from the defensive down in the field so that we can have total coverage of this football game here today. Camello and Richards split out wide to the right. Here is Formosa on second down, throwing it across the field, and Reamer makes the catch at the 30. And he's still on his feet, and he drags his way inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. A fine catch and a fine throw by the Indians. Reamer got away from Vaccarino that time and made the catch and went upfield for the first down. Big play for Wayne Valley. The timeout settled him down. Dave McMahon got just what he wanted. He bought a little bit more time for his quarterback and then got the pass and Hall in. The linebackers for Wayne Hills aren't staying at home. Linebackers, when you play 5-2, you got to read inside out. And it looks, on the other hand, Wayne Hills, Formosa to Sauerbach, goes to a first down. And it looks on the other side, if Wayne Hills can get their quarterback outside containment, looks like the defensive end 64 for Wayne Valley is not keeping containment on his side of the field. So if he rolls out and runs, he's got a ton of running room. It looks like so far Wayne Valley's a little bit more aggressive, and that's the difference so far. Kelly, we appreciate your observations, and thanks for joining us today. Okay, thank you. I'm going to go back down the field and see what's going on. All right, don't get any mud on your cleats, huh? Okay, Rich, following the pass play, now the ball is at the 8-yard line, first and goal for Wayne Valley. And as you mentioned, Rich, you cannot give them that many opportunities. Nope, and this is the area field where they love to go to Aaron Hall, the big bull in the backfield. First and goal, they're going to hand off to Hall, and Hall is going to take it to the 5, and he's down to the 4-yard line. Aaron Hall was tackled, but still was able to extend his body for another 2 yards. Special load, as he said at the top of the show, 24 touchdowns. When they're inside the 10, he smells the goal line. He wants it so bad, and I wouldn't doubt if he got the ball 4 times in a row if it went that far. That's how good he is. 24 touchdowns, 1,105 yards coming into this game, leading the Passaic County in touchdowns. He's not all area. I don't know who is. He's all state. All state is right. It's second and goal from the 4 for Bill Formosa and his troops. Hall now lines up in the backfield as a lone setback. And they're going to go to Hall right up the middle. Hall to the 3, to the 2. He dives near the goal line, and he's down to about the 1-yard line. Just great power football by Dave McMahon, white and blue. That was a very interesting formation. They set up with 3 wideouts to the left side of the field. Hall set up to the right side of the field. No one was in the backfield. And then as the cadence was counted off, Hall moved back in at the single back, which is spread out the Patriot defense to try to open up the middle for Hall, who plugged away to about the half-yard line. Valley a half-yard away from breaking the scoreless tie. Listen to this crowd. Whoa, they're up and in. and you knew it was coming. It was just a matter of them stopping Aaron Hall, and he dives in for the first touchdown of this game, and our score is 6-0.
And getting on the board first in a game like this with such potential, the state championship, lying in wait for the team that wins is so very important.
Justin Reamer is on to attempt the extra point. The holder is Boyd Bishop. Ball snap, placed down. The kick is off, and the kick is good as it lands out in the parking lot. Timeout on the field. We've got 10 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Wayne Valley 7, Wayne Hills nothing. Stay with us. You're listening to championship football here on the Mighty 1500.
The snow season is rapidly approaching. If you're smart, you'll drive over to Dean Tire Discount Centers in Wayne before the mad rush gets going. They carry a complete line of Cooper tubes.
Very impressive drive. They went 38 yards in about 4 plays with Aaron Hall scoring it. Justin Reamer is set to kick off. The score is 7-0 Wayne Valley. And here's the kick. It's a low kick. And it's going to be fielded by Donahue down at the 10. He's up to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet, and he's up to the 38-yard line. Beautiful run by Seamus Donahue.
Sure was. Gobbled up the pigskin and around the 6-yard line and ran right up the gut of the Valley defense, not wasting any time, and picked up nice yardage out across the 30. We said when Wayne Valley started that drive that Wayne Hills could not keep giving them field position in Patriot territory time after time, and by
10 from the 37-yard line. Quarterback Ryan Steek and his Wayne Hill Patriots mates. Now they send Mark Lawrence over to the tight end position. First down, they go to the run at number 34 carrying. That's Keating, and Keating nearly fumbled it into the arms of the Wayne Valley Indians.
But he hung on somehow, picked up about 3 yards squarely across the 40-yard line with the pigskin, and Wayne Hill has to answer right here. They need to come back strong. They can't go 3 downs and out. It'll really pump up Valley if they can hold them here.
Rich, a number of these youngsters started in the junior league, played one another, and really it's got to be some kind of an emotional feeling for those guys out there.
They with each other, both on a Wayne KL and a Wayne Boys Club teams. A lot of these kids were teammates. Now they're foes today.
Well, right now, number 90, Mark Lawrence, really took a shot down there as number 64, Greg Finn, was coming in on the right side, but I will have to see who the call is going to be again. There's the official now. The referee is making the call. They're calling a legal procedure against Wayne Hill. And now Chris Olson is saying, hey, how could you call that on me? I was trying to send my tight end in motion.
Well, it looked like he moved. As soon as he moved, Wayne Valley came across. That was Flynn, not O'Hagan. Flynn came across the line and belted him to the ground. Officials had a conference and ruled that Hill didn't move before the snap.
That'll set up a 2nd down and 12. The ball's at the 35-yard line. And once again, they ran into the same set. Out of the pro action backfield this time. They're going to keep it on the ground. That's number 40 carrying it. That is Kyle Hughes, and Hughes has had himself one whale of a season this year for the Patriots.
Sure has. Sam Azak, number 74, one of the game so far for them. They trail 7-0, 3rd down, about 6 to go.
Once again, out of the approach set. 3rd down, waiting for the snap. Here it is. And once again, they're going to keep it on the ground and out to the 45-yard line. It's Kyle Hughes, and though Hughes has scored 9 touchdowns, he's going to be about a yard short, I think, this time.
Very conservative call on a part of Chris Olson, but now he has a decision to make. The ball's resting at midfield. He needs a yard to go. Does he go for it, or does he punt? And it looks like a play is coming in from the sidelines, and he's going to be a riverboat gambler early in this game in the 2nd quarter. If his team does not make the 1st down, Valley again starts a drive on the Wayne Valley side of the field.
Ooh, Rich, I think they're going to have to pull all the stops out. Listen to this crowd. Both sides are anticipating this 4th down call. Check the quarterback, takes the signal, and he's going to pitch it, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. Number 34, Tom Keating, never had a chance. Great pursuit by Valley. Formosa was there. Also, a host of other tackles, O'Hagan and Aaron Hall. They had a defense perfectly. They throw him for a loss. Back to the 41, and disaster for Chris Olson. Again, Wayne Valley has great field position, 41 yards away from touchdown number 2. The Patriots are a ground game oriented kind of football team, and right there it did not work for them. First down. Now they're going to pitch to Hall. He's got a touchdown already, and this time he drives his way to the 35-yard line. Chris Olson was saying, well, we would have time to give Aaron Hall a little bit of room, but not that's too much on first down.
Well, last week, Wayne Hills was a passing team. They scored 2 big, long touch, changed their tactics.
Second down. Here's a pitch to Hall. He fumbles the ball. There's a loose ball on the ground, and it looks like Wayne Hills is signaling that they may have it.
Right now, Formosa says Wayne Valley has it, but no. Matt Gemma says we have it, and they jump to join the officials on the bottom of the pile. And it's Mark Lawrence, number 90, who picks it up for Wayne Hills. It hit him in the hands and dribbled off his shin pad, and Mark Lawrence was there along with Hall. Lawrence was on the bottom of the pile. Lawrence, a Division I prospect, one of the best tight ends in the area, comes up with a big play on defense for the Patriots, and boy, they bit a big bullet there.
Ryan Seck on first down, and they hand it on the ground. Once again, that's Keating carrying the ball. We have not seen much of an aerial show here as the clock continues to run in the second period.
And we saw them against Ball.
Now they go out of a shift backfield, and this time they're going to hand it. That's number 14 carrying it. That's Ryan Edge, and Edge is going to be still on his feet. He's still driving, and he is finally knocked down for a loss back to the 34-yard line.
He kept driving, but they kept coming. Tons of blue shirts there. O'Hagan was there also, number 65, Dave Gettings, Formosa, a host of tacklers. They finally brought him down, and he's way back at the 35. So, a third down and 12, and Wayne Hills has been stymied offensively.
They have not been able to get into Wayne Valley territory here in the first half. It's been a very tough task for them as they continue to try to merge some kind of a mount on the ground. Now, once again, they go out of that full house backfield on 3rd and 12. And we've got a play action fake this time. This time, quarterback Sick is going to be done for a big loss. Back to the 19-yard line.
Tim O'Hagan is playing a game of his life right here today. He broke through containment. It was a screen pass set up in a flat out to Keating that time. He had a convoy of blockers there, but O'Hagan grabbed the quarterback and drove him back to the 21-yard line for a big sack, broke up the play. A one-man attack that time by Tim O'Hagan. Excellent effort. And Seamus Donahue is back to kick for the 5th time today.
Here's the snap. He gets a good snap. He gets an end-over-end kick. It's a short kick, and it's going to stay right in Wayne Hills territory down at the 43-yard line. Everything not
up the scoreboard. They're lucky it's only 7-0 already.
That's right, Rich. 1st and 10. Formosa sits to throw. He's dropping. He's looking. He's running. Still on his feet. And he is going to be back. Maybe back at the line of scrimmage. Excellent secondary coverage. But give Bill Formosa credit. He did have time to find someone, and unfortunately then he was dropped.
He had lots of time, but give credit to the Wayne Hill secondary. A coverage sack that time because they had everybody blanketed like a glove. No chance to make the completion. He tried to buy some time to get loose, but he couldn't. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 10. Great job again by the secondary of the Patriots.
Breaking out from center, number 51, Neil Frankel, here this afternoon. He's only 200 pounds. At center, 2nd down. Formosa sets the throw. He drops screen pass. Hall makes the catch, and then he's going to be hit for a loss. And he's back at his own 47-yard line.
2 players made that play a disaster for Wayne Valley. One was 62, Mitch Krause, who got to Formosa quickly, made him throw the ball early. And then the tackler was Tom Sweetman, closing off Aaron Hall very quickly, and he loses approximately 8 yards on the screen pass. So the screen pass goes as completion, but for -8.
Screen pass that was set up so well last Saturday, and also getting Hall out into the flat has not been particularly going so well here this afternoon for Wayne Valley. 3rd and 20. The ball at the 47-yard line. Here's the pitch to Hall. Hall now is going to reverse it. Justin Reamer, who drops the ball back at the 40, picks it up, and he's going to be hit and dragged down at the 39-yard line. What an amazing tackle by Wayne Hill.
Matt Gemma finished him off and made the tackle, but Reamer slipped as he took the handoff in that soft big loss. 4th and 37. So the Patriot defense answers. They've been tough.
Justin Reamer standing back at the 25, and now he's going to get off an end-over-end boot, which is coming down, and it's going to take a roll to the 30, and it's going to be down to the 29-yard line. Wayne Hills continuing to hang on in this football game, Rich.
And that's all you can do in a game of this magnitude with two teams so evenly matched. Who wins this game, Wayne is a winner.
Absolutely. Time two wideouts. Number 86, Tom Sweetman. And they're going to keep it on the ground, and that's a big hole for number 40. That is Carl Hughes, and he's got a first down out to the 43-yard line.
Got nice blocking from Sweetman at the point of attack that time, broke through the line of scrimmage, and then turned on the jet, picked up a nice gain of about 15 yards and a first down. He's out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. 14-yard gain. First down, Wayne Hills, their first one since early in the first quarter when they ran a punt on fourth down for a first down.
Here is Seck setting to throw. He throws it across the middle, and the pass is caught. That is Mangella. He makes the grab, and that's close to another first down. That's his first reception of the afternoon, and it's going to bring the ball down to the 48-yard line.
Little looking pattern. Valley in zone coverage. The time he just turned it in, and the ball was delivered right there in the numbers. Nice pass by Seck that time. They're going to measure for a first down. He's that close.
Two good plays in a row for Wayne Hills coming up. And the time was had that time.
Just as important as moving the football for the Patriots.
Have it second and 1, and they've got a first down with Hughes as he dives his way to the 45-yard line. Well, that'll stop the clock just momentarily until they get the chain set. Wayne Hills is now going to hurry up in this formation.
They need to hurry up formation, but they do have their full complement of timeouts, 1 minute and 8 seconds. As they move the chains remaining in the first half. Wayne
Pocket's caving in, and he is going to be dropped back at the 48-yard line of Wayne Valley.
Quickly, they should call a timeout, and they have 53 seconds to go. Again, great pursuit. You can't say enough about that Valley defensive line. They're breaking down the blocking scheme and getting through and making things happen. And we have a timeout in the field. We'll step out right now. Our score.
In the metro area, we'll get you settled quickly and comfortably, whether it's next door or 1,000 miles away. Call Coldwell Bank or Schlott Realtors on Route 23 North in Pompton Plains at 201-839-8900, on Union Valley Road in West Milford at 201-728-3600, and on Verdun Avenue in Wayne at 201-694-8000, where you can always expect the best from the extra effort people. Coldwell Bank or Schlott Realtors is a division of the Sears Financial Network.
Here's Seck now throwing it out, and he throws it out of bounds, intended for John Manzella, and it's going to be fourth down. It looked like they just wanted to get it into a little bit better punting range, Rich, not even try for first down.
Well, I think he wanted to try for the first down, but Tim O'Hagan came in here in a blitz and dove up and then was flipped over by a lineman. And when Seck saw that, he said, I got to get rid of this sucker quick. And he threw it out to the sideline, incomplete.
Here's O'Donoghue, sets a punt. Once again, now the ends come in tight to form the wedge. And it's a good snap for O'Donoghue. He takes his time and he boots a nice high spiraling kick. And it's going, and it's going to take a bounce for Wayne Hills, and it's going to roll to the 6-yard line.
What an incredible kick. A nice high floater that just kept in the air for so long and bounced inside the 5, skittered towards the end zone, stopped at the 1, and then came forward and died at the 6. Incredible kick by Seamus Donoghue. He certainly has his leg warm in the first half. Sort of put a coffin on Wayne Valley.
I'll have to check the ends of that ball once they see how that thing bounced. Running down to 10 seconds remaining here in the first half. They're going to go keep it right on the ground, and just a short pickup by Aaron Hall on first down. And we're down to 4 seconds. Goes the clock, and you can hear the crowd. And time is out here in the first half. And it's been a beautifully played first half by both of these teams. Wayne Valley is leading in its championship game 7-0, and we'll be back to take a look at this first half right after this message.
Columbia Savings gets right down to business. Your business with...
I can hear from your voice that you must have had an exciting scrimmage tonight.
Kept us busy for about 3 hours. I'm sure my players are a little more sore than I am, but we enjoyed. Looking forward to having a good year with a great group of kids.
Well, thanks a lot, Brad.
Valley John Reese. Returned by Garba. Tackled by Kyle Hughes, number 40. Red out of 15 yards. Very slick.
Together when it comes to football. And just as we predicted, this game is going to go right down to the wire. First down, a hand to Hughes off the left side. He gets to the outside and he drives his way to the out to the 25-yard line, but a penalty marker on the play. We'll have to wait to see what the call is. And there is no flag on the play. Wayne Valley not too happy about that. No, they were already there discussing their options, whether they were going to take the penalty or not. And then, wait a minute, no flag. The referee just had a runny nose. Couldn't get out of his pocket quick enough. All right. Second down and 4. It's a good gain, or 6-yard gain for the Patriots. Here they go once again. They go to Keating. Keating diving his way forward. He's got a first down, and he's out to the 38-yard line. Tom Keating almost a step away from breaking it for a long gainer. That's just what he did. He tiptoed through the minefield there, got through the initial blocking scheme, and then found some daylight, and Mark Fauerback had to drag him down from his cornerback slot. More than enough for the first down, or out to the 37-yard line. Nice run by Keating, and if he gets ahead of steam, forget it. We said he had sprinter speed. He'd be off to the races and a touchdown. Putting out wide to the left this time, that's number 86, Tom Sweetman, along with number 22,
John Manzella. Here's they keep it on the ground on first down. Just a short gain by Keating off the left side. But Chris Olson now thinks he may be able to wear them down when you see them pick up a first down 10 or 11 yards. It's very, very difficult. Weather is a good factor because your stamina, Rich, still can continue to be maintained.
That's for sure. And, of course, Wayne Hills right now, this is their most important drive of the day. They trail by 7.
Ryan Edge in the lineup, out wide to the left with Manzella. And they'll keep it on the ground to Keating. Keating just driving his way to the left side, trying to get to the outside. And pushes his way forward over to the 44-yard line. Has to get to the 48 for a first down, but Wayne Hills seems to be building a little bit of momentum.
Well, they're knocking back the Wayne Valley defense right now at the line of scrimmage, getting 3-4 yards at a clip. And, of course, Chris Olson, a very conservative coach, loves to see the head banging down in the trenches, likes to pick up yardage that way, 4 or 5 yards at a clip. Right now, that's what his team's doing. He's very content until Wayne Valley stops him to run his game plan between the tackles.
Patriots this time send 2 wide receivers to the right. And they go to Keating right up the middle, and this is going to be hit and piled back. There was a sudden burst of light for Tom Keating, and only suddenly to be closed in by a sea of blue.
Well, Wayne Valley answers in the name of number 65, Dave Giddings, who stands up Keating after a gain of maybe a yard. Fourth down, they need about 1.5 yards to go, and it looks like Chris Olson may be the riverboat gambler again and go for it. Ooh. And they're going to go for it. They're setting the play with number 22, John Manzella. He brings in the play to Brian Seck, and they need about 1.5 yards, and they're on their own 47. Listen to the crowd.
Whoa, both sides are whooping it up on fourth down. It's Dick on the keeper. First down and more. He's to the 40, 35. He's dragged down at the 31-yard line.
What a great fake by Seck that time. Everyone thought Keating had the ball, all 11 Valley players, and he takes it on his hip around the corner for a big gain. He's brought down from behind at the 30-yard line, and the Wayne Hills fans are going nuts.
What a big call and a big play at this time in the football game.
What a gutsy call. 9:30 left in the game, and Chris Olson goes and rolls the dice.
Here is Keating off the left side. He drives his way about 2 yards to the 30 to the 29-yard line. And I'll tell you, Rich, each crowd is trying to just give a little bit more than the other side, and that's what the players are also doing here today.
That's right. 110% effort on both sides. An incredible game, an incredible turnout. It's great to see a town come together like this for a football game.
Not only this town, there are people you can see from all over the area with jackets from all schools around this conference and the NBIL. 2nd and 9. Cheek gonna hand to Hughes. Hughes delays for a moment, and then he stutter steps his way about the 27-yard line. So it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 7. Hughes he's an interesting runner, Rich, in the fact that he doesn't have a lot of speed, but boy, he has some move.
He stays low to the ground, that bowling ball type of runner, hard to bring down. Definitely Wayne Hills in 2-down territory. If they went on 4th down on their own 40, they're definitely going to go on 4th down in valid territory here. So he has 2 downs to make 7 yards.
They send 2 wide receivers out. Sweetman, Manzella split out wide to the right, Seck quarterback. He's going to play action fake, dumps it off, and the pass is deflected away. It was just a short drop-off pass to Tom Keating. And oh boy, there was a host of blue jerseys surrounding Keating.
It was open, but Formosa closed very quickly and got his hand and tipped it away and almost picked it off. Great individual play by Bill Formosa, who's for Wayne Hills and her fans. 4th down, they need 7 to keep the drive alive.
Listen to this crowd, Rich. 4th down. There's quarterback Ryan Seck. He's going to set the throw. He's looking, and he throws it. Oh, what a big defensive play as Ryan Seck could not get the ball up in the air.
Greg Quinn got a big ball up there, and I believe it was he who knocked it down at the line of scrimmage. Valley's defense comes through with a big, big play.
This crowd is going ecstatic here.
Throwing streamers, they're throwing whole rolls of toilet paper, so whoever gets clunked in the head is going to sell it.
That must be on sale this week.
I don't know, it's Charmin, it's softer.
All right, now we've got another timeout by Wayne Valley, who want to talk it over. So we're going to step out. We've got 8:07 remaining in this championship football game.
Field at Wayne Valley High School. where there's a feeling of electricity in the air as we go to the final 8 minutes of the football game. 8 minutes and 7 seconds left. Wayne Valley clinging to a 7-0 lead over a rival, crosstown rival, Wayne Hill.
Wayne Valley taking it over. But first and 10 from the 27-yard line. Bill Formosa, and they go out of that slot. Nathan, and they go to Fauerbach on first down. Fauerbach getting to the line of scrimmage and then diving to the 32-yard line. This is exactly what Wayne Valley you would think would want to do here coming down to this session of the football game.
Well, right now, David Van called that timeout to get his team out there and settle them down. He said, I know you've been playing on a lot of emotion. You're playing great. Let's not make any mistakes. We're going to be very basic here. Try to move the chain, take some time off the clock, protect our lead, and go home with the title.
Camarilla in the football game, put out wide to the left. Once again, they have the lone setback in Aaron Hall. Now they send Reamer in motion. They go to Reamer off the right side. Reamer dives his way to the 35-yard line. Once again, we've come to a critical play in this drive. It's going to be 3rd and 4. As they mark it out at the 35-yard line. This has been a well-played football game, and it is the best-played game of the season.
Absolutely. The score doesn't mean nothing. We haven't had that much scoring, 7-0. We just had a whale of a football game here today. On 3rd down, of course, you would expect to see Aaron Hall, but they might go away from Hall, take the ball at him, and go elsewhere with a short pass, or the option run by Formosa.
Sean Gallagher put out wide to the right, Rich to the left. Formosa set the throw. He is being pursued, and he gets away from one of the... He's going to run, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Beautiful linebacker pursuit once again for Wayne Hill.
Linebacker blitz. That was Jay Goldstein, number 44, coming through like a shot. Had his hand on Formosa's jersey. Somehow Formosa eluded him, ran upfield for as much as he could get before getting plastered in the hip by Kyle Hughes out of bounds around the 30. It'll be 4th down and about 9, and they'll have to kick the ball away, so the Patriot defense does it again. What an incredible defensive effort from both football teams.
Reamer will have to get a good kick, so they will not be able to bring it back. All right, here's the kick, an end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded by Keating, and who catches the ball right at the 38-yard line. Not bad field territory, but they've still got a ways to go for that tying touchdown.
But they do have the football. They do have 6 minutes, 40 seconds, and 2 timeouts on their side. This could be it for the Patriots. They trail 7-0.
Rich, what happened?
Gambler that he's been on a couple 4th downs and go for the win and lay it all on the line in one play. I would think you'd play for the overtime. They have the opportunity to win the game.
On first down, a big pass to the tight end, Mark Lawrence. Lawrence has the height, but he could not come down with the football. That ball was right on his numbers. He should have had that.
And there was also 2 players there for Valley. Aaron Hall was one of them, along with number 46. And rather 46 is Hall, also number 34, Paul Riccardi. They were both there to make the play. Lawrence looking around for a flag, but the referee said no.
Now it's 2nd and 10 we're at their own 38-yard line, going up against a good defense here this afternoon. As we say for both of these squads, they're having a whale of a game out of the eye. Here is Teak once again, penalty marker, throwing long, looking for Edge. He got it! He's at the 20! He's to the 10! It's a touchdown, but we got a penalty marker down at the 30-yard line.
We got a marker back, and it looks like it's going to be against Wayne Hill's promotion, and it is. Listen to this crowd.
And right now, Wayne Hill does not realize that the play is being called back.
A 62-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Edge, who had 2 long catches last week against Hoboken. He did it again, but all for naught. Wow, does this take the wind out of the sails of the Patriots? Oh, my. What an emotional turn of events here. Late in this football game, 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Wayne Hill hits the big play to get within 7-6. A 68-yard touchdown pass, but it'll be wiped out because of procedure.
I'll tell you, that was a well-thrown pass and beautiful, great job by Edge to get by the secondary.
He beat Mount Fauerbach by a step, and the ball was delivered right out there on his fingertips. Great throw from Seck, but Wayne Valley's got to suck it up and go from here. They've got a big emotional letdown after that play misfired. It's 2nd down and about 15.
Ball back at the 32-yard line. Here is Seck once again. Play action fake, and he's throwing it long once again. Edge is out there. there, and the ball was thrown out of bounds. Oh, he was open again, but Dave McMahon is out saying to Justin Reamer, where were you?
The safety did not rotate on that play, and Edge was wide open. Only thing that saved that play was just a bit of pressure coming from the Valley linebackers. Forced Sec to throw the ball earlier than he wanted to, and Edge could just not run under the ball. Otherwise, it might have been an instant replay. 6. Oh,
Sec comes up to the line of scrimmage. 5'11", 185-pound senior. Sets a throw. Getting some pursuit. He's going to be hit. The Indians come up with it as Sec could not get to throw the football.
Dante Tecatino was the guy who came in and made the hit just as the quarterback was raising his arm. It's being ruled a fumble, and that's the turnover we were talking about that could turn the game around.
Great pursuit, and also that man that knocked that ball loose was being held, and he was able to break free, Rich, to make that play.
Moments ago, Wayne Hills was jumping with jubilation. They had scored a big play, a 68-yard touchdown pass. The play was taken away by a penalty. 2 plays later, a fumble as the quarterback of Sac Valley has point-blank scoring territory.
On the 25-yard line, first down, pitch to Hall. Hall trying to get to the outside. He goes for one. He's still on his feet, and he drives his way to the 19-yard line. Missed tackling that time enabled Aaron Hall to pick up about 8 yards.
Great second and third effort by Hall before finally number 33, John Reese, dragged him down from behind. He picks up almost 7 yards. Wayne Hills defense somehow, some way has to make it happen here. They've been called on all day long because their offense has been stymied except for that one play which the penalty took away. They've really got to come up with a turnover here, deny Valley the end zone to try to get one more shot. The clock becoming a factor. 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go.
Survival the key here. Pitch to Hall around left end. Hall diving to the outside. Drives to the 10, and now we've got a penalty marker coming in.
Yeah, they definitely have a holding call. Number 51, Neil Franco. He was trying to hold Mitch Krause and get him out of the way. The officials saw that. No problem at all in that call, and they'll bring it back 10 yards on Wayne Valley.
Yeah, big play because they... Instead of being down at the 15-yard line, you could be backed up close to the 25, 30-yard line after they mark it off. And now you're getting into, once again, the soft part of the field. That's a big walk-off back to the 35-yard line.
Big penalty that hurts Wayne Valley. They were getting right near to the point where on fourth down they could have kicked a field goal that could have put this game away. 10-0 would be an excellent scoring edge in this football game late in the game, but right now they're at the 35, nowhere near Justin Reamer's range yet.
This crowd is having a ball here this afternoon, and it's going to be a second down and 22 from the 35 for the Wayne Valley Indians. They lead in the game 7-0. They send Hall in motion, and they're going to go to Fauerbach off the left side, and he got down to the 30-yard line, and that's going to bring up a third down. A long situation for Wayne Valley, who really have to make something click, or would they go for the 2 plays here, Rich?
Good defensive play again by the Patriot defense. They might be in 2-down territory because a punt here would have to be very short and very lucky to get it out of bounds inside the 10. They might be in 2-down territory. Let's look for a play where they get Hall out of the backfield into the pass pattern. We saw that play against Indian Hills. It worked very well. They fake the ball to him, then he goes out in the pattern, and they look for him to pick up the first down.
There are no backs in the backfield on 3rd and long. Formosa set, quarterback keeper, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Ooh, boy, he paid for that with no blocking protection from any of his backs. He just decided to dip it under and take it upfield.
Matt Gemma was there to make sure he did not get too much yardage, maybe 1 or 2 yards tops. It'll be a 4th down play for the Wayne Valley Indians. They need 14 yards, and they're going to punt the ball. Reamer will come in and try to make that coffin corner kick. Wayne Hills gets another opportunity because of the great play of their defense once again.
Well, we'll see if they run it down, the clock that is, to get a penalty. No, they won't. Reamer takes a high snap at 45, and he gets off a spiraling kick. And the ball is going to be fielded. I don't know. Let's see. That ball was fielded. it right at the 1-yard line.
Miles Fowlerback got down there, and the ball took one hop into his hands at about the 1-foot line. Oh, man. You couldn't ask for it any better than that. Great special teams play by Valley comes into play again, and that's why they're undefeated. Special teams come into play so many times in a game, and right there, no better example.
And how often does a football take a true bounce like that and come up in your hand?
Right there. Right there.
Well, 99 yards facing Wayne Hills, and I think they're going to talk it over. Oh, Valley's going to take a timeout.
So we're going to step out here. Our score, Valley 7, Hills nothing. We'll be right back with the final. This might be the spot to try to throw long to edge once again. When they're right on the 1, they're expecting the run up the middle to get some running room.
All right, the crowd now, the anticipation rises. Brian Seck waiting for the handoff. Now he takes it, and they're going to keep it on the ground, just diving. It's going to be edge on the keeper, first down. Oh, he faked me out, and he's up to the 13-yard line.
Nice ball. Again, a good fake by Seck that time. Got outside, and Formosa, the lone man out in the corner, had to make the tackle and did, but not before Seck picks up the first down around the 14-yard line. Clock stops, 3:17 to go in one heck of an exciting football game.
What a beautiful ball fake on that play. They really had everyone faked out. They thought it was just Keating up the middle, and everybody was cheering the play, and suddenly it continued. First down for the Patriots. Listen to this crowd. You can hear them. Listen to that Wayne Hills crowd. Here is Seck throwing. Pass is caught. Manzella makes the catch, and he is knocked out of bounds, and that was a good play for Manzella to get out of bounds as he made the grab.
Very important for the wideouts for Wayne Hills when they catch the ball and they can't get any more positive yardage to get out of bounds and stop the clock. They still have 2 timeouts left in the game.
Kelly Lockwood's with us. Kelly, give us an update.
Coach Olson is going crazy on the Wayne Hills sideline. He thinks the referees got him again with that illegal motion call. So if you saw it from the field level, the wide receiver was definitely not set. He was stepping backwards. It seems like the team speed for Wayne Hills is working to their advantage again.
Look at Seck. He's getting out of trouble, and he may have lost a yard. He had tremendous pressure put on him that time. And I don't think he got a first down, Rich. I think he's about a yard short.
He had just all heck break loose back there. 3 or 4 Wayne Valley defenders had him in their paws but let him get away. Somehow he circled out, got near the marker, very close to it, and they're going to measure for the first down. He's that close. Great individual effort by Brian Seck.
Kelly, these two teams outstanding here this afternoon, playing a whale of a championship game.
You know, it's funny. I said earlier in the first half, the quarterback can break containment. He can get himself a lot of yards. And it seems that the 2 times he has broken containment, he's taking the ball definitely down the field. It's going to be an interesting 2.5 minutes left in the game to see what Coach Olson tries to pull out of his bag of tricks. Third down, though.
He has gambled, though, in this football game.
If he does score, do you think he'll gamble for the 2-point conversion or play for the overtime?
I think he'll go for the win. He said on the sideline, he goes, we got to go for it. If we want to win, we got to go for it. So if he's the type of coach, I think we'll go for the win.
Ooh, he must love Atlantic City. Stay with us, Kelly. Third down and about a foot to go. Now they're moving the chains all over the place there now. Ball's at about the 19-yard line. And now out to the 24 they move it. And they're going just with a short little handoff. And that's going to be good for a first down out to the 25-yard line, exactly where they had to get. Time now becoming a factor.
2 minutes, 37 seconds left on the clock. If you're just tuning in on your car radio doing some Christmas shopping, you missed a whale of a ball game. Wayne Valley 7, Wayne Hills nothing. And Wayne Hills has the ball for one last drive.
Seck set the throw on first down, loops it out, pass is caught. And going out of bounds is number 45, Jared Wiskin. Nice job of catching the ball and getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
And, of course, Wayne Valley has to realize that Wayne Hills is going to try to use the sideline, and they are laying off those receivers. They can go tighter on those receivers out at the sideline to leave the middle of the field open, because that's where you want Hills to throw the ball and use up the clock.
But they've also got to guard against it. If they're going to play him tight and out and up, they've run 2 outs now. The receiver could break back up for a long, long pass.
You may see it here on second and long. There is second. The ball is knocked away, and they are going to call that an incomplete pass. He did have his arm in motion. He indeed, in fact, did throw at that time.
His arm was coming forward that time. 64 makes the big hit. That's Greg Flynn. Just as Sick was going forward with his motion, it's ruled incomplete. The clock stops. 2:20 left in the game. Third down, 6 yards to go for Hills to keep the chains moving.
They have to come up with a good play here on third down. Ball will have to get out to around the 36-yard line for a first down. Brian Seck set in motion. Set the throw on the rollout. Getting some heat again. And he breaks free again. He's to the 35, and he dives, and I think he got a first down with that second lunge out to about the 37-yard line. What an outstanding effort by the quarterback.
Very quick, and as Kelly said, once he breaks containment, he can get outside. Then he lunged for the first down marker, and knew just where he had to get and stop the clock all at the same time. Great heady play by Brian Seck, the quarterback for the Patriots.
This crowd this afternoon is seeing football at its finest, and I'm sure they would wish that this would continue year after year. These two schools playing one another. First down for Seck. Sets and throws. Once again, it's caught by Wiskin, and he goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Beautiful offensive execution.
They are just running those nice short timing patterns out to the sidelines very well right now. That one picked up about 8 yards. They use very little time. The clock 2 minutes and 7 seconds, and in 30 seconds or so, they've moved from the 1-yard line all the way up the field, almost to midfield. They've done a fantastic job of clock management.
We have commented throughout about clock management this year, and it's not been that well, but today it is.
He's throwing those out patterns, and the guys are stepping out of bounds, and each play lasts about 5 seconds. If he keeps working this, he'll go right up the field for 6.
This time put out wide to the right is Manzella. Set the throw. His stick. He's going to be pressured once again, and he breaks free, but he's not going to be brought down for a sack back at the 37-yard line.
Wayne Valley said, well, we can't give you time to pass if you're going to hit those. We got to get in there. And that time they blitzed, and that time they made something happen and sacked Seck for about a loss of about 6 or 7 yards.
I believe we have a timeout on the field. I see Chris Olson out there, so we're going to step out. 1:48 remaining in the football game. Wayne Valley 7, Wayne Hills nothing. We'll be back in just a moment.
The snow season is rapidly approaching. If you're smart, you'll drive over to Dean Tire Discount Centers in Wayne before the mad rush gets going. They carry a complete line of...
Third and 8. Just the crowd on their feet again. Here is Seck at the throw. Once again, he's being forced. Throws it out, and he's incomplete. And as Rich Sakirka mentioned, they were coming in like wild horses.
Scott Rankin was right there and was tugging at the back of the quarterback Seck as he delivered the ball. Somehow got rid of it. It went incomplete towards the sidelines, and this is it if you're a Wayne Hills fan. Fourth down, minute 47 to go. They need 5 yards for the first down.
Brian Seck, though not stepping back that far on that pass, has really got to get a couple of more steps on his drop back.
Absolutely. He's got to buy more time.
Fourth down. Here it is. Seck lets it throw once again. And he's going to be sacked back at the 38-yard line. And Rich, you called the last consecutive series right to the tee. They blitzed once again.
Tim O'Hagan, who's played a whale of a football game, got in there and put the pressure on Seck. They got him down, and it looks like Wayne Valley will have the state championship game won over Wayne Hills. A minute and 41 to go. They have the pigskin. Wayne Hills can only stop the clock one more time.
Fiercely played, hotly contested football game here this afternoon. You can listen to Valley now. This is a great thrill for everyone here in Wayne, and as we mentioned at the outset of the game, there really is no loser in this game, only a team that will take home the championship trophy. Both these teams doing very well. First down, Formosa is going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Out back at the 42-yard line. Is the clock continuing to move?
It is. Down to a minute 29. Wayne Hills does have that one timeout. They have not decided to utilize it at this point here. Wayne Valley, of course, is going to take all the time in the world. Doesn't matter if they lose yardage on these plays. The clock continues to run. They won't even need to run out the 4 down.
They can just come up the line of scrimmage and for 2 or 3 seconds and try to snap it, and off, or just take the delay of game, as you mentioned. And the clock is just moving down now, and it's tough when you don't only have that one timeout. Chris Olsen's going to have to utilize it somewhere around here, but I don't think. And now he's going to asking his secondary to come up the blitz, and they're going to hand off to Hall, and Hall is going to be brought back to the line of scrimmage at the 42-yard line. Right now, I think they are going to take their last timeout.
And with 47 seconds left in the football game, we'll step out. Our score, Valley 7, Hills nothing. We'll be right back for the final moments of the championship football game right after this message. Wayne Valley can just about run 2 more downs and secure a state football championship against crosstown rival Wayne Hills in one of the fiercest, most well-played football games we have had the pleasure to broadcast over the mighty 1500.
Formosa on the quarterback. Keeper dives his way, and he may have enough for a first down. He's to the 26-yard line. And if he does, in fact, that's going to clinch it for Wayne Valley.
He thinks he does.
And he does. Listen to the Wayne Valley crowd. As just a matter of time now, we're down under 40 seconds and counting. 1 touchdown in this game, and that's all it's been. 1-yard run for Aaron Hall off left tackle as he went in. Following a good drive by Wayne Valley. And here they have 1st and 10, and they just bring up the line of scrimmage, and Formosa's just going to fall down. And we're going to get the crowd let you do the countdown and be with them, because this is a spectacular scene. And look at Wayne Valley, Rich. They are flooding the field. Look at the fans. They're hitting the field.
Let the celebration begin. The field is mobbed with fans. It's all over. Wayne Valley, state champion, 7-0 over Wayne Hills.
And there it is. The game is over. And they are going crazy. And out they come. Look at the mob out here. And look at Aaron Hall. He is being mugged by everybody down there on the field. And I don't blame them, because he has been the leader of this team this season.
And on the other side of the field, the agony of defeat, Kyle Hughes, his head bowed, his helmet off, thinking what went wrong here today. But he came right down to the wire. Wayne Valley makes a second quarter touchdown, stand up, and Wayne Valley wins the state championship once again.
Well, they are. They're out there, and they played a phenomenal football game here this afternoon, and we're looking it over. Wayne Hills is just waiting for Wayne Valley to get unclogged here as people continue to run. And they are now getting the announcement as they have become the Section 1 champions. And we're going to be back. We want to be back to wrap it up, and hopefully we can talk to Dave McMahon if we can.
Possible terms. For all your real estate needs, call Patty Trahan in the Wayne office at 201-694-8000. Coldwell Banker Schlott Realtors is a division of the Sears Financial Network.
WKER 1500, Thompson Lakes.
Welcome back to McLaughlin Field as the throngs are still on the field. And what's nice to see out there for Wayne Hills, we're seeing a lot of different schools out there, Rich, with some jackets that are out congratulating. We have sent Kelly Lockwood down
39 yards early in the second period after stopping Wayne Hills deep in their own territory and putting a punt into play at the Patriot 39. They drove down the field thanks to the passing arm of Formosa. Bill Formosa completed a couple key passes, and then once they got inside the 10-yard line and had a 1st and goal at the 8, it was the Aaron Hall show. 3 straight plays for Aaron Hall. On 3rd down, he bowled his way into the end zone from a yard out. Justin Reamer kicked the extra point, and Aaron Hall's 25th touchdown of the year in the 11th game of the year was the difference. Wayne Valley finishes the year 11-0 and state champion.
Aaron Hall is definitely the most valuable player for Wayne Valley this season. He has really come on, and you could just see it when Boyd Bishop came in. He had the confidence to tell those kids while Bill Formosa was out, look, I'm here. I'll see that we can lead you and keep you in this game.
That's right, and give credit to both defenses. They played a well of a football game. The Patriot defense played a lot of the game in their own territory, but refused to yield, except for that one time to Wayne Valley. They played an excellent football game on defense, but so did Wayne Wayne Valley. They shut down Tom Keating and Kyle Hughes very well. And except for that one big play where the penalty flag laid on the field and a 68-yard touchdown pass from Brian Seck to Ryan Edge was disallowed, Wayne Hill's offense struggled all day long.
It's been a great season. As the goalposts start to get flipped around, I don't think Bill Tierney would be happy down here if they ripped their goalposts out now. It takes a lot of money to put them things back up. Now, as we do look around, and again, we were trying to see if we can get Dave McMahon to come up with a couple of players. We'd like to interview them, and I know the fans would like to hear what they have to think as well.
And Chris Olson is leading his Wayne Hills Patriots back to the buses, hand in hand with his two sons and his captains as they lead a dejected group of Patriots who have nothing to be ashamed of. They played a heck of a football game. Wayne can be proud of both teams and the effort they gave. A clean, hard-hitting football game. There are no mishaps here, no injuries. No one had a penalty-marred game. It was just a great, hard-hitting football game by two excellent football teams. And if they could award a coach championship, I'd give it to both teams. That's how hard they both played here today.
Really, really did. They played neck and neck all the way through just for the one scoring play, and that's all it took, and that's all it takes in high school football. But I also want to say the camaraderie amongst this town this week, I think starting from last Saturday, you could sense it here when we were here last Saturday with Indian Hills as the fans were continuing to say, what's the score with Wayne Hills? What's the score with Wayne Hills? We don't want to go to Hoboken, I know that. And fortunately, they did not have to go down to Hoboken, and they were able to stay here and once again secure another state football title. That'll be another banner hanging in their gym. They've got a number of them here.
Well, this was just a great event for the township of Wayne. The whole town came together. Both teams finally, after much talk and many years, got together on a football field because they earned it to play each other for the state title. It was a whale football game. A lot of times these games, state championship games, don't live up to their billing, and they are one-sided or are not well played, but this one was an incredible football game from start to finish. Many thrills. Having this crowd of 10 to 15,000 people made it even that more exciting, and it was just great to see everyone out for the football game. High school football lives here in North Jersey, any doubt about it. You missed a great one today, 7-0 Wayne Valley over Wayne Hills. The state championship belongs to Wayne Valley once again.
Well, we're going to step out for a couple of more messages, and hopefully we can bring it back, and maybe Kelly Lockwood will have someone, and we'll be back with a little bit more of our post-game coverage in just a moment.
Columbia Savings gets right down to business, your business, with professionals who know their business and yours. They can help you with working capital loans, business checking, lines of credit, development and expansion loans, lease financing, pension plans, 401k, SEP, money market investment accounts, wire transfers, and more to help your business grow. Call any Columbia Savings and Loan office now for more information. Columbia Savings, an equal opportunity lender with offices in Pompton Lakes, Pompton Plains, Wayne, Fairlawn, Midland Park, and Paramus.
Your heating bills don't have to be a problem. That's true when you rely on Van Barrack & Sons of Wayne. Heating consultants, installation experts, and service personnel providing efficient and economical operation for your heating system. Van Barrack & Sons at 1067 Route 23 South in Wayne also directly supplies regular and premium unleaded gasoline, diesel fuel, and kerosene. Since 1930, Van Barrack & Sons has been a major supplier. If you're not among their satisfied customers, they would like to extend their fine services to you. Van Barrack & Sons of Wayne, 694-2776.
The snow season is rapidly approaching. If you're smart, you'll drive over to Dean Tire Discount Centers in Wayne before the mad rush gets going. They carry a complete line of Cooper passenger, high performance, and light truck radials, as well as a full stock of Cooper radial snow tires. Get the new Cooper Trendsetter 2, size P155 ADR13 for only $32.95 each installed. The new Cooper Trendsetter 2 white wall, size P195 75R TR14 is only $42.95 each install. Other sizes of quality Cooper tires equally low priced. At Dean Tire Discount Centers, you'll always get fast service. Visit either of their 2 convenient locations, 2264 Hamburg Turnpike in Wayne and 1945 Route 23 South in Wayne. Call 835-8800 or 633-5522.
Today's game is sponsored by the Wayne office of Coldwell Banker Schlott Realtors, located at 189 Burdan Avenue in Wayne, where you can always expect the best from the extra effort people. Whether you're looking for residential resales, new homes, rentals, industrial or commercial sites, or need to relocate, the Wayne office of Coldwell Banker Schlott Realtors will find what you want at an affordable price and help you get settled quickly and comfortably. And Coldwell Banker Schlott Realtors financial services expert will get you the best possible terms. For all your real estate needs, call Patty Trahan in the Wayne office at 201-694-8000. Coldwell Banker Schlott Realtors is a division of the Sears Financial Network.
WKER, Thompson Lakes.
Well, welcome back to McLaughlin Field. Kelly Lockwood went out to find Coach McMahon, and suddenly we noticed that out in the melee, a big bucket of water was taken out there. And I just hope Kelly wasn't standing there. Nope, here he comes. He's going to come up and wrap it up and let us know exactly what he's found out.
And he looks dry.
Oh, thank goodness. I felt bad for sending him down if he was going to get hit with a bucket of water. But we'll have Kelly help us wrap it up here as the crowd now is just about dissipated from here, and they are now wrapping it up.
Still a big crowd in the front of the field as the Valley players celebrate with their many fans and family. Kelly, what's going on down there?
Coach McMahon and Aaron Hall said they'll come up. I'm not sure what's going on. They're getting a little emotional, the festivities down there. Coach McMahon said he'd be up right after he got done talking to his players. That could be next week, though. So.
Well, the only thing we feared, Kelly, was when that bucket of water came out. How far were you from that?
Far enough away.
Kelly, how about your observations on the football game this afternoon?
You know, if this team played 3 times, you don't know what would happen. Wayne Hills would win once, Wayne Valley would win once. It's just, I don't know, you can't say one team is better than the other because they play such a tight ball game. If it was a blowout, then you could say, well, there's one team that's definitely better. But Wayne Valley did what they had to do today to win.
Exactly right. They held on to football when they had to. They made the big plays defensively, and of course, when they did give up the big play, the official's flag was there to wipe it out, and you were on the field who definitely saw emotion on the play, even though Wayne Hills argued. You were in agreement with the referees that it was a good call.
Well, they had too many men on the line of scrimmage, and the quarterback waved one of the receivers off to be a flanker, and as soon as he stepped back off the line of scrimmage, he snapped the ball. I couldn't understand why he'd wave him off and then snap the ball right afterwards. Didn't give him a chance to reset.
And that turned out to be a big play in the game. That occurred with about 9 minutes left in the game, and Valley leading 7-0. It would have made it 7-6 and possibly been a tie game at 7-7, or they might have gone for 2 at that point. Who knows what Chris Olson would have done because he gambled several times during the game. But the penalty wiped out the play, and then a quarterback sack after that play, and then a fumble on the next play by the quarterback when he was sacked again. And Wayne Valley had a shot to put more points on the board, but the Patriot defense, I thought, was just outstanding today, more so than the Valley defense. They were put in the hole many times. Many times Valley had the ball on the Wayne Hill side of the field, and they just did a fantastic job except for that one 39-yard drive early in the second period.
Definitely. You think about it. It was 3 plays and out pretty much for the offense on Wayne Hills, and you got to give it to the defense. You're out on that field for a long period of time. You're definitely going to get worn down because they can bring in fresh players on offense, and you know your starting D is going to get a little tired after a while. But Wayne Hills has nothing to be embarrassed about today. They played, like you said many times today, a whale of a ball game. Except that, like you said, that one drive, and then Aaron Hall punched it over the middle. When a kid that size lowers his head down at the goal line, you can pretty much guarantee he's either going to fall into the end zone or going to fall down right before the end zone. There's no way someone's going to be able to tackle him.
Well, when they got the ball first and goal at the 8, I said it's going to be the Aaron Hall show from here, even if it takes 4 downs, he'll get in, and he got in 3. When you have a back like that, and you've got a big offensive line like Valley has, you just want to get a little crack there and let him use that strength and ability he has to get into the end zone.